Everything's starting to warm up. Animals are all coming out. Let's get to work. Let's open up shop for today and get some work done. Let's let the sun shine in. So this past weekend, my dad picked up this double axle trailer. It's not brand new, but it's new to us and it's in really good condition. So we'll definitely put it to use. I had left my toolbox and my hand trucks in the van, so I'm gonna grab them real quick, take it to the shop and get to work. So we don't have the water fixed in the shop, but I know what's going on with this machine. It's got bad shocks. I'm gonna get these replaced. That way when I do get the water fixed, I can test it right away. Got pretty windy out here today, so I went and got a jacket. Okay. So now we can access these shocks and get them replaced. What I gotta do next, disconnect these two cables and this tube for the water level. That way I can completely remove this top head unit and top panel. That way I can access the shocks correctly, get it all done. And I went ahead and removed the drain tube. That way I don't risk damaging it. Got the machine set on its side. Let's get these shocks replaced. Got these two shocks removed. So we're gonna install these two good shocks that we have. Looks like my dad showed up. We're gonna go see if he needs help before we install these other two. As you can see, this side's real stiff. This side is still very bouncy. Got to replace these two. We'll get that done. So we're gonna take a pause on the shock replacement. My dad showed up. He needs some help unloading his truck. So we're gonna get that done and then we'll get back to work. Getting the last bit of these bundles and boxes of clothes taken out of here, putting them in here. Slowly filling up the room with more goods. Nowhere near enough, but one bag at a time, we'll get it all filled up. We got the wheelbarrow back up here. One of the handles broke off, so we're gonna have to get this fixed. It's not one thing, it's something else, so no big deal. We'll get it fixed. We're gonna get this water fixed so we can get to testing more machines. Got to get it cut and install new pipes. We got the pipes cut. We're taking this off so we can replace the fitting. We got this metal pipe here, this metal pipe here. Everything in between will need to be replaced. This is the junk fitting that cracked, as you can see, leaking all that water. Have to go to Home Depot real quick and get the fittings. We got Emma basking in the sun. Hey, Emma. We got sick out here. So they have tore apart this hay. We'll have to get it moved. They took the tarp off that we put on top while it was raining. They are tearing this stuff up. Just another job we got to get done today. So he's headed off to Home Depot to get what we need. Sarge, there you are. Hey buddy, basking in the sun? So I snuck in here real quick. I'm gonna make me a little bit of coffee before my dad gets back and get back to work. Got me a cup of coffee to get me going. I got these released. I'm gonna work on getting these two shocks replaced as well, so we can get it out of here. See how this moves up and down real easy, no kind of tension at all. That's how you can for sure know the shocks are bad. Either way, the machine's bouncing around like crazy, but there should be some tension here. It should not be moving this easy. Oh, now we got all four new shocks. Not really any bounce in this drum anymore. That's the way it should be. You don't want it bouncing around. So my dad's back. He got what we needed. So we're working on putting a new cutoff valve. This one pretty much, it's a good valve, but we can't do anything with it just because we had to cut it off. So we'll have to figure it out, get it done. You got to do what you got to do. Now we'll have to measure it out, put another PVC pipe here. We'll let it set and then we'll test it all out, make sure it's not leaking. So we got it all finished, reconnected. We just cut the water back on. So far, so good, no leaks. Oh. Well, as you can see, just as I was saying everything was good, this was the last fitting that we put on. We did not wait long enough to let the cement and primer set, and it busted off. Wow. Get it re-primed up, re-cemented. We got new primer and cement and re-sanded it, replaced it back in there. We're definitely gonna wait. We got Emma over here sleeping. Did I wake you up? And look who else. We got Sarge hanging out with her. They're over here basking in the sun. The blade on this grinder is not working too well to get this metal cut. Went and got this other grinder here with a different blade on it. I gotta go return this that my dad got earlier. And while I'm there, I gotta actually pick up some more of these steel blades. So I'm gonna knock out 2 birds with 1 stone and get this done. So I got 2 new metal blades in the bag. Let's get home and get this metal cut, get to work. Let me shut the gate and grab the mail. So while I've been at Home Depot, looks like my dad got started on repairing the wheelbarrow. The old frame, wooden frame that broke, he took off and put it on the good bucket that we had. The bucket that had the metal frame, but had a bunch of holes in it, is pretty much scrap metal now. That way we got a wheelbarrow that's good as new. These are the blades that I picked up. These things right here are about $6 a piece. These metal blades, they're about $30, $35 a piece. We have given it plenty of time to set. I'm gonna crank this water on. Let's hope this valve does not bust again. I ran some water through the spigots. Everything seems to be holding up pretty good, no leaks. Keep it posted. I used my ratchet to loosen up this agitator here, the bolt in the center, because the agitator dogs were going bad, so it wasn't catching like it should. I've already replaced the shocks in this machine, so I got that bolt released. This should pull right up. Yep, give it a little yank. We're gonna get these dogs replaced. This is the piece that actually holds these agitator dogs in place. Okay, we got brand new ones here we're gonna install, then we're gonna put it all back together. I gotta clean it up a little bit more. My dad's been out here cutting the metal, getting it ready. So I got this machine hooked up. I'm getting ready to run a load of clothes in here. We'll see how she works. I'm gonna open up this dryer and see why it's not heating. This is the one that spit all that lint out the other day. To get in this dryer, I took this exhaust off. As you can see, lap full of lint. No wonder it blew so much stuff out. Whoever had this machine did not take good care of it. You should never have this going on. Drum off, everything else off. And like I suspected, I used my voltmeter. The thermal sensor here, thermal fuse, whatever you want to call it, is blown. So it's not going to allow the machine to produce any heat.